And I think a lot of people, myself included, think that burnout is something that like we deserve or you haven't done enough until you burn out. How do you help people shift from that self-judgment to more self-compassion?
Yeah. So first, just to let everyone know, there's no gold medal you're going to get when you get burnt out. Uh, I'm such a believer, and I'm sure you are too, even just simply being a runner, in the mind body connection,
Mhm. So important.
right? Our bodies are always giving us signals. And unfortunately, many times we are too on the go, too busy, too
Mhm.
much running around, not running necessarily, but running around or running, that we miss those signals or we ignore them. And that's when I think it can kind of become a little in the concerning zone
Mhm.
and can lead to burnout. But our body is giving us signals. And I think, and this is a mindset shift that I think our world, our society needs, is that we need to actually slow down and
Mhm.
remind ourselves that slowing down is not failure. Taking rest is actually
What? What
productive.
are you
Right.
talking about?
I know, right? I mean, I
I'm like,
even
I'm
think,
uncomfortable.
right, right. Exactly. Because we're not used to it. I mean, I think for so long we've been told, do more, do more, do more. You're not doing enough. You're not getting, you're not making enough money. You're not working enough hours. You're not working hard enough. And we all think we're working towards this thing of like, what
Mhm.
is it that we're really working towards? And I think if we can take a step back and say, what am I doing? Why am I doing it? Right? Yes.
Mhm.
Maybe there's a time that we have to push through. Like, I'm sure looking back at the past 6 months, past year, I had to push through a little bit to get this book done.
Right.
There's things that had to give. I like to use a plate as an example. We have a full plate. What are we
Right.
going to take off the plate before it's overflowing and we forget about us? Right.
Mhm.
So there are times that we have to do that, but why are we doing it? And I think
Mhm.
we have to go back to that purpose. If there is a reason, if there's something you're working towards and it's attainable and realistic, great. But are you going to get burnt out in the process, and is it going to be worth it? Because then once you
Worth it.
get there, running, I love using running analogies. You get to the finish line. Are you going to crash? Are you going to be injured? I mean, a great example is actually the half marathon I'm training for now. I was supposed to do last year
Okay.
and I deferred because I had a really, really, really tight hamstring leading right up to it, maybe 2 weeks before one of my longest runs. And I had to stop. And a doctor said, you can do it. We can get
Mhm.
you to doing it, but you will be injured and maybe
Right.
tied up after. And I'm in the phase of my life right now that that's not worth it. If it
No,
was my
it's not.
first ever half marathon, maybe, but I was like, wait, I would rather get to the finish line feeling strong, knowing can hug my children, go on with my
Yeah.
day, take my kids to school the next day, etc. So you have to think of the why. Why are we doing this? Was I
Mhm.
doing it to just say I did another half marathon? Or was I doing it to feel good and feeling accomplished? There's a difference.
Mhm.